focus and the lens is magnified towards Laos now from their men's squad, and now of course with their MLBB women's squad as well, because we know that as you develop a region, you can develop also the players in it, whether it be from the men's or the women's division. So now we have to look at Laos as well.
And with that, they bring in their main 5, their only 5. So this should as well be a sign of how their scenes are doing, right? An analogy, given that I would not be surprised if Team Malaysia actually had a short list of what?
Working around the MLBB. So yeah, with again for this matchup, again, aside from the fact that we've mentioned that this is gonna be a long game, it's really more them setting up the tempo. Well, again, the crowd is really supporting our MLBB female players, and going back to our thought, it's really more of them setting up the tempo. Again, the majority of the players really went, or they flew to Cambodia, of course. Especially, why not use it? Again, this is the best of 1, and you want to be part of that playoffs. You want to go in for the semifinals as much as possible.
Yep, and now it is confirmed that Team Laos will be the first pick. So do note that in their debut match,
To make those unconventional picks.
I really like that you've mentioned that for Malaysia, there's an opportunity for them to actually mix and match in terms of the heroes. Again, in terms of MLBB, if you put in a hero that's not really part of the so-called meta, possibly even for our teams, there's a specific type of hero composition that they want to use up against a specific team. Again, with the current situation or the progression of MLBB meta, it is safe to say that if you're up against this team, you want this more sustained type of lineup. If you're up against this other team, you want to go game. If they want to go for those heavy team fight type of lineup, or more on the rotating type of lineup,
fun fact.
Performance, almost perfect performance rather, with that Akai pick earlier.
And you remember that this was actually a first phase pick, Akai, so it's slot number 1 if you're on the red side, right? So it was definitely a priority.
You're both wearing red, by the way.
That's right. Wearing Akai.
So I am between
Akai suits.
Akai gods.
Akai suits.
Akai suits.
Yeah, Akai suits, alright. I like it.
Game we've had today, one of those heroes, definitely the Fredrin, right? Fredrin is still a huge role player. Eve is super important. But what is surprising for me personally is the fact that the whole Kaja Franco dichotomy isn't as important here. It's not as pronounced as it is in the previously concluded professional leagues across Southeast Asia.
I do agree with that. Maybe it's because of the fact that some teams aren't really used to that. I would say that happened.
Now, looking at the body language and at how the coaches and the players' phones are set up, it looks like the draft isn't ready quite yet. So please do bear with me.
Yeah.
Like, you will use it somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, imagine like you watch the stream and then a week from now there's a trivia, like a opposing Editor will have to wait for the rage to be up once again. It's like 2 layers that you can do against the Editor. Now you might not be able to do that, but then again, you have that luxury of forcing.
I personally would have seasoned the taste. I would have gone Fredrin jungle and then a tankier XP lane.
Exactly.
I don't know. They're going to be playing here. What this says, telegraphed, is we want objectives.
Yeah. Well, they want to group up for sure. They want to group up as 5. You're looking at the composition of Lao. The Terizla is actually good. Hero.
Execute your play, so it's something that we should look forward for Team Malaysia.
Yep, and the way it sounds like how you so eloquently described, this might actually be the Wild West in Southeast Asia, right? When it comes to a team with very little information on them and a